Hey everyone, it's Monique Renewed. Welcome back to another video. So today's video, I'm going to show you how to make your own faith warrior slash prayer binder. You don't have to go out and buy an expensive faith binder if you don't want to. You can make one yourself. So the first half, I'm going to show you how to make the cover, and the second half, I'm going to show you how to make the inside of the binder. So the materials you would need include paintbrushes, alpha stickers, tweezers, and a ruler. And this is only if you actually want to paint your binder, the cover of it. You actually don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can buy a binder that's already decorated, but I like a little extra pizzazz, so I'm going to paint the cover of my binder. So here are the alpha stickers I will be using. I got those from the Dollar Tree, some acrylic paint, and this is my inspiration for the cover. I got this off of Pinterest. Of course, it's not going to look exactly like that, but I tried. So here I use a pencil to draw two lines where I will write Monique's faith binder, and I'm just peeling off all the letters so I have it prepared. And yeah, I use the tweezers to stick each letter straight on the line. And then once I'm done, I will erase those lines so you can't see it. And I mix up my paint to try to get like some pastel colors. And I will draw the shape, that kind of diamond shape that was on the cover of the picture that I showed you. That was actually for a Bible cover, but I'm using this for a binder. And I kind of messed up here because I decided to use paper to try to measure out the lines, and it went inside the line. So I would say use something a little bit more sturdy than paper that you don't mind getting paint on. And here you can see me trying to wipe off the black that I messed up and cover it up with some white paint. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You can do this however you want. And later you will see I covered up that area with some flowers, so you can't really see the mistake that I made. And here I'm just painting on the flowers, adding some details with the white on the inside, and I'm just freehanding it. I'm not an artist, so this is not gonna look perfect. You don't need it to look perfect. Just do the best that you can with any inspiration that you can find from Pinterest. I really love Pinterest for this because you can see all sorts of talents on there. And this is how it looked like when I was done. So next I will show you how to make the inside of the binder using old scraps that I got from my planner. So this is like a scrapbooking style. So I used a paper cutter, a hot glue gun, glue stick, a decorative paper pad, the planner of course, washi tape, and to make the dashboard you would need like any type of sticky notes, flag strips, whatever you want to use on your dashboard. I will show you that later. And items not depicted here, you need scissors, dividers, and page covers. So what I'm showing you here are the monthly page covers that I took out of my Happy Planner, and I trimmed the edges off, and I used those as the covers for the inside of my binders for those dividers. Those are the inserts, and I trimmed off like the notes section. I trimmed off the quotes at the bottom. As you can see, those are the notes, and I just used anything. Those are the top decorative notes from the events page that I trimmed the edges off. And here I'm showing you how to make the tabs, and I will glue everything later on in this video. So I didn't want just a plain little tab. So I took a paper pad from Illustrated Faith and I made like little clouds out of it. So I took it, folded in half, and I took my scissors and I cut out the shape of a cloud, as you will see here. And then to make sure everything was like the same shape, I took the same one that I cut out and I put it on top of another decorative page, and I trimmed out the shape of a cloud to make sure they were the same size. And I'm just doing that for all my tabs. And then I cut it in half so I can put one on each side of the dividers that I have already in my notebook. So I already have my blank pages inserted and my dividers. and here is the dashboard. So I just glued some flag strips, some sticky notes onto a smaller paper pad, and then I'm going to glue that on this bigger paper pad that takes up the entire surface of like a regular size paper. So here I am trimming off the edges, and I've already measured it to the size that I need, and then I'm just gonna glue it right on top of there and hole punch it. So there you can see it fits exactly the size of a regular piece of paper. So that's what you want to do. And then you'll see that I hot glue it. Don't do that, it's gonna peel right off. I don't know what I was thinking. Just use a regular glue stick or some regular glue and just put it on there. Yeah, and then on the edges I put just some washi tape. So you can decorate it however you want to. So next I'm going to glue my divider tabs that I cut out onto the regular plastic tabs. So here I'm just laying out everything, seeing which ones I want to go where. And I just use a hot glue gun for this, which is fine because the divider tabs are plastic and this is paper, so it sticks on very well. So I just took one half, glue it on there, and I flipped it over and glued the other half in the back. So that's what I was talking about when I cut it in half. I folded it and then cut it in half so I can do this. So it can be the same shape on both sides. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that all the way down. And these are the sticky tabs that came with the dividers, and I just put it on top of the paper so I can write down what each section is going to be. So you can name your sections anything. For example, I have like identity, purpose, study. And these are the cutouts from my planner, the monthly cutouts, and all the other miscellaneous scraps that I took that, you know, I try to figure out where to put. So I'm going to make the cover. This goes in front of the plastic dividers. I thought it would be cute to have like an actual cover for them. So here I am measuring out with the dashboard, so I don't have to like use a ruler. I just pinpoint the size of it using a pencil, and then I use my paper cutter and a hole puncher, and I insert it there, and I put my monthly cover on top of the paper, and I use a glue stick to put that on there. And as you can see, that's where the monthly layout was, and I literally just cut it out because it had a nice quote. And those are the notes that I cut out, and I put some washi tape on the side, and I put the quotes on top of the washi tape. So that's what I was saying. You can literally do anything and be creative with it. You can glean ideas from this. You can go on Pinterest and see what other people have done, and you could just use what you already have at home that you're currently not using. So here's another idea for a dashboard. I actually brought this from Michael's. It already came like this with a cardboard on it. What I'm doing is I place a washi tape on the edge to kind of make it look a little bit more decorative, and I hole punched it. I measured it out with a pencil. I just put 2 dots where I would hole punch it, and that's all I did. So that's another dashboard idea if you didn't want to make one yourself. I would put this in the front because if you try to put it in the back, it will be bulky. So here I am hole punching a scripture, the soap method that I got from church. It's on a card. So I just hole punched it and I put it in the area that I will probably name study. And I'm also hole punching a red letter reading challenge, and I put that in there as well. Here's how it looks like on the inside. So as you can see where I messed up, I just painted flowers over it so it's not that noticeable. And then here's the cover of the inside. I decided to put a page protector here, and they gave me this at church, which is the 12 disciplines, and I thought this was a nice cover, so I put that in the front. And right here I have my prayer cards, armor of God visual right here, and just scripture. You can really do anything that you want. And here's what I ended up doing for that page right here. I put scripture here. You could put stickers, and then more prayer cards I just glued on the back, and I just wrote some stuff down here. I could not decide what to name this tab, and this is the other divider that says purpose. That's the cover of this one, where I put some stickers, some washi tape, and another quote where I put that note that I cut out. So this is my study section. So this is where I put the soap method card over here, and then that's the back. My friend gave me this, but I believe she said she found this off of Pinterest, where if you're doing a specific study, you can write down your observation here, put your the scripture, the date, and you flip it over. Oh, and then the next page is the interpretation, and then the next tab And then this scripture card came from the Dollar Tree. I got these from my church. And then here is a prayer for against negative thoughts that I printed from Pinterest. And this is just another page protector that I put prayer cards. And I actually made these prayer cards. I don't know if you guys, should I make a video about that? But when I was going through a rough patch, I would write scriptures on here. On the back, I wrote, you know, a lie that will come up in your head that the devil tries to tempt you with, such as your mistake, you shouldn't be born, your life has no purpose, no meaning. And then on the front, I write the scripture that combats that lie, such as Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. So I hope that makes sense. So the back is the lie that the enemy tries to give you, or that it's implanted in your head. And then the front is the truth or scripture to combat that lie. And I just, you know, cut it out on a paper pad and decorative paper, and bam. So I have several of those that I would look over anytime I start to feel down or start to get like negative thoughts and stuff. And I just put it inside of the page protector. So I switched to putting the dashboard in the back, so I can I don't know why I put it in the back, but it must have been for a reason. So here's where I can get, like, you know, a sticky note, a flag strip, and then, you know, put it anywhere I want inside the binder. That is all for how to make a faith or warrior or war binder, prayer binder, whatever you want to call it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.